A 13-year-old girl is charged in one of Louisville's latest homicides. Police say she turned herself in. As Darby Bean tells us, she is not the only young teen charged in this case. Darby?
A 15-year-old is also charged in the case, one of at least 80 homicides police say have happened in Louisville this year. This map shows where each of those homicides have occurred. LMPD says it's 2 more than this time last year. Part of Strawberry Lane in South Louisville taped off, surrounded by police Saturday night. LMPD says a man was shot. We don't know his name yet, but we do know he died at the hospital.
It just breaks your heart when all this is happening.
Louisville Metro Police say a 13-year-old girl turned herself in after the shooting. She's not charged with murder, but instead reckless homicide. Police say a 15-year-old boy is charged with tampering with evidence and possession of a handgun by a minor.
I've seen it before and it's heartbreaking.
Community activist Christopher 2X says this is a devastating situation for all those involved.
But it's not overly surprising in regards to where we've been, especially in the last 4 years since the pandemic, and how there's been an escalation of the shootings in Metro Louisville.
Because they're under 18, there is no other information from police being released about the circumstances surrounding this shooting, and juvenile records are sealed. Since January of this year, more than half a dozen teenagers in Louisville have been charged in homicide investigations, some stemming from cases from 2022.
From drugs to lack of parental supervision to too many guns on the street. And as a Republican, I admit that there's too many guns on the street. Now, how we go about getting these guns, especially illegal guns, off the street.
Kentucky lawmakers are working to reopen Louisville's Youth Detention Center, allocating millions to renovate the downtown facility that's been closed for years.
We want to see that thing open, and it's going to be a good place for not only to detain violent children and get them off the street, but also try to reach them and turn their lives around.
Renovations are expected to be completed by the end of next summer. Despite police opening 80 homicide investigations about halfway through this year, some like 2X say they have hope that more people are paying attention and trying to get involved to make a positive change. We'll be sure to keep you updated as we learn more information, including the victim's name in this. That information will come from the coroner's office.
All right, Darby, in Kentucky, the law says a 14-year-old charged with a felony where a firearm is used can be tried as an adult. So when a person is charged as an adult, the records then become public. But police, again, in this case, saying that the shooter is 13. So what happens to her?
Well, we spoke with prosecutors about that question just about 20 minutes ago. They say her case will stay in juvenile court no matter what because of her age by law. That means this record will stay sealed.
All right, Darby Bean, thank you for your reporting.